Right, here we go. And hello everybody, welcome to the first annual Top Left Awards. The time of the year where we are going to look at the amazing ignorance and arrogance and stupidity displayed by people that have access to the entirety of human knowledge in their fucking pocket. This is the Top Left Awards. Thank you everyone for joining. We've had a whole month of you having a chance to vote for who you think is the top leftiest of the top left. And we are here today to give you the results. And it's pretty much as I expected. Toon, hello, welcome to the show.
Oh, it is good to be here. Now, people are wondering, no, Will Smith will not be here to slap.
Thank you.
We asked him. We asked him if he'd be here to slap the winner, but he was busy. So,
that whole thing just fucking blew my mind. Watching the video, I'm just like, is this real life? Did Will Smith go on stage and commit assault in front of millions of people? And then, of course, with the world we live in, flat earthers especially are pushing the conspiracy theory that Chris Rock was wearing a pad on his cheek. And there's an 8K upscaled video. So there was a really blurry photo, and someone used an upscaler, an AI upscaler, to upscale it. And it's taken Chris Rock's shiny cheek and added a bit of random information there, which makes it look like there's a band-aid or something. I mean, first off, a band-aid isn't going to do anything to cushion a slap. But then there's all the other shots where you clearly see there's nothing on his face. But there's conspiracies about everything. People are even top-lefting somebody getting slapped at the Oscars. It's absolutely incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. I want to add this. Andreas Eld was upset that, I love this, that Bob and Jaron didn't get nominated as fitting as they are.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of owned it a couple years ago in that documentary. But so he did his own video, and he has his own tally, and I'm adding it to the tally now.
Is that counting towards our official amounts, or? Yes.
Yeah. I guess I'll. He ran a video on his own channel. I love it. I mean, got 118 votes. Might come in dead last, but it is a good showing. So appreciate that, Andreas.
Thanks, Bob. I mean, Bob is, I think, one of the most worthy people for top left because he measured the Earth's rotation and then top lefted the information that his own measurement gave him. Oh, no, I know better than that machine. It's the ether. And talking about top left, we've got someone with us tonight who managed to crawl away from Mount Stupidity and is now, I'd say, heading towards the plateau of sustainability. One of my favourite people on the internet, one of the funniest guys that I've met. I'm really glad that he came round from being a flat earther to being, I guess, sane. Ranty, Flerfs, now known as Auditing the Absurd. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, thanks for that amazing shout out there. kind of blushing now. Yeah, glad to be here, guys. You're trying to butter me up, mate.
Yeah.
I only like women, mate.
Aw.
Sorry to let you down.
Where's the boot button? You have a very special perspective on this whole thing because you spent a lot of time inside the community that is top left. How is it looking at it from the outside now after for so long being a part of that? How does that make you feel?
It's crazy. I literally just started looking at a few of the channels that I used to even look up to a little bit, and I was looking at some of their videos today, and they were so bad, they were so terrible that I was pumping them to Simon Dan, you know. Saying, hey, mate, check this one out, it's hilarious. Oh, I can't believe they said this. Oh my, it's I don't know, it's like the spell was broken, but when you're in that community, it seemed to make sense, you know, and now that I'm out of it, I can laugh at that stuff, but it is so funny. It's so funny. I mean, I don't even want to go over my own work.
I mean, I'm glad that you realise some of the dumb things that you said were dumb, and you can laugh at yourself, you know, and that's what I love. I mean, because with people like our other guest, Mr. Sensible, who manages to debunk the flat earth with cheese, you know, he showed everyone that there is quite clearly a curve to the earth, didn't you, Mr. Sensible?
I did indeed, but people still don't believe their own eyes.
No.
What can you say to that?
Like when we debated Alex Morales, who tried to use your picture of the curve of the horizon as evidence that there's no curve to the horizon.
I know that's some cognitive dissonance, isn't it? And I mean, he didn't want to talk to me, did he? You put me on as the person who had done it, and he didn't want to talk to me.
Oh, of course, he was very angry that I brought, you know, the person that we were talking about onto the debate, which I thought was the fair thing to do. We're here discussing your work that you put time and effort into, sending a, you know, really well-constructed probe with 3 cameras up to the edge of space to see the curve of the horizon and, you know, verifying that it's there. You were the one that did that. It only seemed fair to have you in, but it made him so angry. But you know what made him even more angry? was when I brought Toon on.
He loves me. What can I say?
Oh, I wish there was infinite places that we could do in Top Left, because I've had over 600 debates, you know, with probably 400 plus flat earthers, and all of them deserve to be on this list. All of them. Apart from Andy, because, you know, he got off. Right, Toon, do you want to tell them what we're doing today?
All right, so we had a couple, just over a month and a half ago, we had a nomination stream where people got to nominate who they thought was the toppest and leftist. And our rules were pretty sloppy, and we wound up with 31 nominees.
Yeah,
and,
we're going to do this better next time.
Oh, geez. So, and each one needs a video, which meant that, and so we asked different people to make videos, and of course a few did. Like, Ranty made a fantastic one for Sleeping Warrior. Amazing video. And like Andreas Eld and Debunk made a great video, and a few people made some really nice ones. But there's a bunch that didn't happen. So FTFE and I are like, all right, we gotta do something quick with this guy.
Let's go and make like 30 videos.
There were a few that were a little slapped together, but there were some that I really enjoyed making, like the one for QE.
That's one of my favorite things in the world.
Awesome. I love that one. The one for CC, I made that one pretty quick, but that was a pretty good one too. Anyway, so
was that pre-egg? Was that pre-CC's egg?
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
it's a shame.
Did you watch the egg video? Did you see that video?
Brilliant.
Yes.
He's so confused. He's just so confused. I mean, poor guy. You know,
poor guy. His wife. Poor her.
Yes.
She interrupts him on purpose. I'm telling you, at the exact moment, 11:33, when he was waiting to try and balance it. He needed full concentration. She interrupted him.
I do feel that as we're talking about them, we should probably get a word from one of the flat earthers. So, QE, what's your thoughts on all this?
I'm an idiot.
I'm a stupid moron
with an ugly face and a big butt, and my butt
smells, and I like to kiss my own
butt.
I'm an idiot.
Bagaki.
Well, thank you for that. That is the most sense I've ever heard one of Erasure make.
Wise words.
If you want me to decipher that into English, I can do that.
Oh, please. All right. You've actually got experience, so can you decipher the flat earth there?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, that made perfect sense to me. I understood exactly what he was trying to say. In fact, I might write a book on it, Flerfism, Flerf language. It's a totally new thing.
I actually need to make that my...
There.
Yeah, sorry, I need to make that my ringtone.
There you go. So there were 31 videos, and simultaneously, all the videos went live on my channel and on FTFE's channel at the same time. So a few people complained about that. Sorry, we're going to change it for next year.
Whoops! YouTube exploded.
You lost a ton of subscribers from it.
I lost 500 subscribers because they went, you just gave me 30 videos. I don't want to watch that. So, yeah. Whoops! And also, I think the YouTube algorithm actually broke that day, thanks to us. There was a server in YouTube headquarters that was just on fire.
Anyway,
on the plus side, that big video that you uploaded for Sleeping Warrior, that got monetized for you, and it got demonetized for me.
What?
With a C word in it.
Really?
It had one swear word in it. It was one guy that left a C word in it, and he got monetized. Mine didn't. Funny.
That's amazing. Hold on, mine did too. Hold on, I'll tell you how much I made on it.
Yeah, let me do the same.
On your video, I made $3.
Woo! That's a pint.
There you go.
A pint, $3. That's not a pint. Where?
A pint of piss.
Yeah, maybe.
So if you talk to a legend, shave it is.
Does Sleepy charge that much for it?
No, that's Patricia Steers. Patricia Steers is a little more expensive.
Let me just see. Okay, so that video for me made maybe £25 and 3 pence.
Wow.
What did you put, like 75 ads in it?
Possibly. I don't know. I just let YouTube make up. I mean, it's like a 40-minute video, so there's plenty of space for adverts.
No, it's a 10-minute video.
Oh no, I put the longer one up because there was two. He did a short version and a longer version. There was a
all right, I'm gonna put up the longer one. Go watch it.
And actually, this is the only video with out of all those 30 that gave me a positive subscriber count. It gained me a subscriber.
Really? I gained 2 on that. All right. So the rules were going to be initially that we were going to hide the view count, but YouTube took that away about 2 years ago. So we had the view count is visible, but the like count is not.
Yeah.
So we said, all right, well, then what we can do is we'll make the likes worth more. They're worth 10 times as much. And the likes in the end, I made a big difference on who did win. But here's the trick. FTFE, you got nominated.
Yeah, I did. I mean, that was partly due to our sloppy rules and organising. We just let anyone nominate anything. We're no better for next year that, flat earthers don't get to nominate. So so I did as well as Planner Walk, but, his video was basically don't vote for Planner Walk. But my video, which was made by Rachie and extremely well...
I made that.
Cherry, you made that. You made that.
I made the Planner Walk video.
Ah, right, okay, yeah. But the Rachie one was extremely well cherry-picked and made me look quite stupid. And at first, it overtook all the other videos by quite a lot. There was one point where it actually had over 30,000 views on my video, on my channel. And I got a notification from YouTube saying there's been suspicious activity on your channel. So I decided to look at the analytics. And, well, what was the conclusion that we came up with, Toon?
Somebody was buying views. So can I share screen?
Yes.
Yeah, it's disabled. So share, change that, then I'll share it. I have a screenshot of mine.
There you go.
All right.
Well, can I just say, you say you had 30,000 views on it, but they didn't understand that if you bought likes for the video, it would be far better.
And apparently on these websites, likes are cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't even.
How much would it cost?
I'm not sure how much I went onto one. I think I was just trying to figure out QQTube, and it was like they were doing a special like $3 for 100 likes or something. Like,
right.
And that seemed to be cheaper than buying the equivalent amount of views. So they screwed themselves over.
Yeah, well, we know Sleeping Warrior uses QQTube, so...
that's right, you were saying about that one, right?
Yeah, maybe he put his hand in his pocket.
Well, what was quite funny was that Mitchell from Australia kept actually messaging me going, "Oh, why have you got so many views?" He seemed to know quite a lot about it.
All right, there is my on mine, the views that your video got. And those two jumps there are a little suspicious. The first one is 3,200 in just a short time there, and that second jump is 966 about. So somebody paid money for that. And then here is this is even better. Here are the traffic sources. So these were the videos that were watched immediately preceding this.
And mine were the exact same traffic sources. The video on my channel, which had 3 jumps. In the end, it showed about 7,000 views, and it had 3 jumps. And the traffic sources were exactly the same as what you're seeing here from Toon. And just look at this. We've got morning prayer, Jahir Sibib, election result 2022 in Delhi.
Wait, read that second one down.
OMG, so cute, funny cats and dog. These do not sound like traffic sources that should be anything to do with my channel. So it was very, very obvious that there were views being bought, and not on any of the other videos was there anything similar. On all the other videos, the traffic sources were the normal kind of things that we would see, Simon Dan, conspiracy cats and all kind of traffic sources. So
or other of these same videos.
Yeah. So
Andrew, it says he learned to throw a toothpick.
Yeah, I wanted to win. It's an award. So we decided that obviously fake views don't count. We're going to count the real views, but those jumps, you can kind of estimate how much you got during those jumps, which are obviously fake.
Right in our analytics that we can pull the numbers out. So I did that in our spreadsheet, which I will share the spreadsheet on on my website for this, and you can all view the actual live data on the spreadsheets. It's a Google Docs document. You can view it. It's set to view only, so anybody can go in there and look at it. But
here's the thing, right? Even with the clearly bought views to try and get me to win top left, even with all of the attempts by the flat earthers to try and make me the winner of the award, I still would have only have come like 6th.
Yeah. They would have had to spend more money. So.
Yeah. Without the extra views, I've come, I think, about either 12th or 11th, something like that. Which, out of 31, there's still quite a lot of views, and every one of you that voted for me, fuck you.
I mean, I watched the video about 20 times. All right. Yeah. So we are going to we can cover. I suppose we could cover the ones that aren't in the top 10 briefly.
Yeah. Let me get.
Which means I'm going to have to sort them.
I need to get it up.
So
there was 31 entries. The 31 nominations with 31 videos for you to watch and vote on. And not all of them got a lot of challenges. Oh, why can't I see the... Could you send me the link to the... I seem to have lost it.
Yeah, I changed it. You're going to show it? You can't show it. Don't show it yet.
No, I don't want to show it. I want to get it up so I can see who was at the bottom.
Okay. There you go. Sent it.
Thank you.
Super secret, people.
So, for instance, the lowest amount of vote, the lowest amount of points, because it was one view gave one vote. And because we could hide the likes, so you don't know how many there was, it was 10 points per like. And based on that criteria, the loser of top left, or winner of top left, whichever way you want to see it, the person that came dead last was Planawalk.
Well, there's Bob and Jaron.
Well, yeah, okay, well, yeah. Andreas
I
Eldritch obviously
thought
goes
it
Bob
was
and Jaron.
20. I thought it was 20 points for a like.
No, just 10. 1 for a view and 10 for a like.
Okay.
So, obviously, 118 points was Bob and Jaron. And, I guess we could...
You should see the sorted view now.
Here is Bob being top left.
If the Earth is spinning at one rotation every 24 hours, that means that every hour it has to turn 15 degrees. And if the gyroscope is mounted anywhere on Earth, it's going to drift. In today's 21st century navigation systems, they're using what's called a ring laser gyroscope. It is extremely precise. If we could simply get one of these ring laser gyroscopes, we would be able to prove once and for all that there is no rotation to the Earth. One of the people in the community actually purchased one for $20,000.
This never gets old,
But what we
ever.
found is when we turned on that gyroscope, we found that we were picking up a drift, a 15 degree per hour drift.
Now, everyone, all together. 1, 2, 3. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, you all sucked at that.
Come on.
So, here's the other half of that nomination. Oh, with no audio for some reason.
All I know is interesting. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know why the audio for that is not playing. It's because I've got it down.
I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're going to hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, it's as... we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
Interesting, yeah. So, a worthy outside entry, Bob and Jaron being top left, showing the Earth's got a curve and a rotation and going, no, it's something else because I said so. That's pretty damn top left. So, congratulations, Bob and Jaron, for, even though you weren't actually nominated, still being nominated. And then it...
So,
go on.
Should I go through the bottom?
Yes.
21?
Yeah. Do it.
All right. So we've got 31st place Planar Walk, followed by Ken Wheeler, Hip Hop Hippie, G-Man, who interestingly got 666 views on my channel.
Yes.
Good job, G-Man.
And then
really,
is it Paul Bevan was next? Yeah, Paul Bevan.
It's Paul Bevan. Yep.
Paul Bevan was definitely next. Yeah.
Who approves of doxing. And we've got Dot Connector Podcast. That guy was crazy. Multi Tom Tom, Tony Naum, Del Shed Rage, Kyle Adams, Phuket Word, Kevin Johnston. Now I have to be clear, he probably would have done better if Schrodinger's cat had been pimping him. But
he's pimping in the afterlife.
Yes.
He's doing his pimping in the afterlife.
In absentia. Then Flatzoid, Expat Taffy, Gary Wybenga, Santos Bukaki. Sorry, I said it wrong.
So Santos came what was it? Santos came 18th, and we did ask Santos for a statement, and this is what he said.
When I was a young boy, I grew up on the farm. I'm a country boy, and I used to fuck the cows and the pigs. I used to fuck the pigs, and the cows would come, and I would pat them and look into their eyes.
I don't think he understood what we were asking, but that was his statement.
He's thoughtful, though. Yeah, all right. Followed by CC, Quantum Eraser, Davey Duarte, also known as Water's Always Level, Austin Whitsitt, who was my vote. And then in 11th place is Brian's Logic.
Yeah.
Where did Flatzoid come again? Because I can't believe he finished so high up.
Flatzoid came
Well,
15th with 5,004 points.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like he should have got higher because he is very top left.
And he puts a lot of effort into trying to get top left as well. I mean, he's unbelievable with that. I mean, I did a video today, April 1st, and he left a comment not realizing it was April 1st.
He told me the other day in comments that any sailor who says celestial navigation doesn't use triangles doesn't know how to use celestial navigation. Which is interesting because I used celestial navigation and I didn't use triangles and I got where I was trying to go.
Interesting.
He said this to me today. He said, "You look sick, mate. Might want to get your emotional state sorted. Emotional state sorted out. Oh, and in future, making such idiotic, sarcastic videos only proves one thing. It shows part of what a cult does. We'll leave it to you to figure out what it is." Wow. Totally
that may be the most ironic thing I've ever heard a flat earther say.
Oh,
yes. Because the video itself was actually what he would have wanted to hear. Essentially, so.
Right, Mr. Sensible, are any of those that aren't in the top 10 there, is there any that you think should have come higher?
Well, I agree, Flatzoid, because he is so sure and so very, very wrong. But Brian as well, Brian's logic, his explanations where he's pulling apart
Squeamiles.
navigation. Yep, absolutely. Everything he says is wrong. It's just wonderful. The problem is his videos are so damn boring. I don't want to spend the time trying to debunk. I want him to do something a bit more interesting.
It's very hard to do a debunk video on him. Blue Marble Science does it very well because he's got that very calm, measured in it. But it's very hard to make a funny debunk video on him because his videos are so goddamn boring. But with some of the things,
as boring as him, but no bugger would want to watch it.
So I was arguing with him in the comments about the whole. We know Polaris is above you when you're at the North Pole, 90 degrees, and for every 60 nautical miles you move away, it changes by 1 degree. And he agreed with that. And he said the only reason it does that is because the perspective makes it appear to be lower. So apparently now perspective changes the physical height of something. Because you still got that opposite that you can measure every single time. Yeah.
They don't understand that when you do triangles, that's perspective. That's applying the rules of perspective.
Yeah.
They don't even get that.
It breaks me every time I hear him say sky miles, and he tries to say that nautical miles are measured in the sky. At what point in the sky? Where in the sky specifically do you measure these miles?
Where's the derivation of that? You just invented that.
It is so dumb.
You can find one diagram with that in. No.
And I challenged him on that, and I was like, so it's not navigator's miles. It's not nautical miles. He calls it navigator's minutes, right? Because then he can associate that to the markings on the sextant, which because it points towards the sky means they're sky miles. And I said, well, that's not what it's called. He's like, no, that's a perfectly acceptable term for nautical miles, navigator's minutes. I was like, can you please give me a citation? And he sent me a link to his own video.
Oh my gosh. I'll give him this. It's interesting. It is 1 minute of a degree is a nautical mile. So on the surface of the Earth.
I mean, it almost could be a correct term for using it if you applied it in the right way. But because he's trying to somehow apply it to the sky, it makes no fucking sense.
I was saying earlier that I was watching some old videos from content creators, but there was one guy that you've probably all forgotten because he wasn't nominated. Quite a high level Flerf actually as well. Times for all. And the problem is when I was watching his videos, I mean, they're hilarious because they're so stupid, but He can't even spell his name right. He's called Good Times for All, and it's spelled Tims. Tims. Good Tims for All. And you can't even spell your name right. And you
my gosh.
Good. G-U-D as well, isn't it? Wasn't it G-U-D?
G-U-D. G-U-D. T-I-M-S. The number 4. And then all.
Yeah.
Good Tims for All. And he says, "Hi, this is Good Times for All." What? Zachary Zabala.
Toon, is there anyone that didn't come in the top 10 that you feel should have placed higher?
Well, yeah, Austin Whitsitt. He thinks that the Earth is sentient. How can that not be the dumbest thing any human has ever said? He actually thinks that the Earth, which he thinks is flat, has a brain and can think.
Where is this brain? Is there a location for it? Like when they went to the center of ego, you know, and the brain of that celestial was at the center of ego with all the stuff around it. So does the flat Earth have something like that? Is there like an underground cavern that has the brain and the consciousness that thinks?
Well, there was someone who said that tides was the Earth breathing. So
the rising and lowering of the bosom of Earth.
The heaving bosom of the deep. That was it. That was the top guy. What's he called? I can't even. My memories are terrible. What's he called?
Top guy.
The top guy. The main guy. The main man.
Jeranism.
Eric Dubay.
Eric Dubay.
Oh yeah, it was Dubay. Dubay is putting out some incredible videos at the moment. Just videos like he's showing pictures of the curve and going, "There's no evidence of the curve," and then he's showing videos of gyroscopes measuring the rotation of the Earth and going, "Gyroscopes don't measure the rotation of the Earth." And you read the comments, and everyone's like, "Brilliant video, Eric. Well done." And it's like he's just shown you the opposite of what he's saying.
Yeah,
listen, I've been there. I've filmed those wind turbines splashing the water and said, "Yeah, definitely not over the curve. It's an optical effect." Full boats going over the horizon. Nah, optical effect.
Sorry, go on.
His latest one trying to debunk moon landings, and literally everything he says is wrong. But every single comment is saying how great he is and how wonderful it is to have him smashing it.
Yeah,
smashing it.
It's insane. Right, for me, I feel like the person that wasn't in the top 10 that should have been is Dell. I don't think Dell gets enough attention from us debunkers because I've been going through a lot of his videos and I never laugh so much. And I'd just like to play the nomination video for Dell because I think it's brilliant. It's from one of my very early videos, and it's just a little clip here. This is why I think Dell should have been in the top 10.
Yeah, Shed Rage. Someone who is very angry about the fact that he doesn't understand the world around him.
Let's invoke mystical rocks flying around the vacuum with mystical magical powers that's pulling stuff and letting it go and pulling. Let's believe that shite, shall we? You come in and offer us some proofs of your blue pear-shaped testicle flying about the infinite vacuum of space with gas and air and water all clumping at me. You fucking lunatic. You believe that? Not only is the ocean nature-defyingly bent, but at certain times the water pulls out even further. Ooh, so you've even made a steep curve. I mean, get to fuck that. You believe there's a ball of rock flying in the vacuum of space with a gaseous environment and liquid all clung to it? That's how fucked up your beliefs are. Right? Nothing in the reality would ever show you that is in any way, shape or form possible. Right? So we're not the idiots. You're the fucking idiot.
Is that not just like top left, right?
You should make
We're not the idiots. Video. You're the fucking idiots.
I was waiting for him to have his squished football, hosing it when he was stood in the garden in the pouring rain. I should have been in there.
Yeah, when he's doing that with his mate, he's standing there in the rain, and he's got a deflated football, and he's pouring, and he's like, "Oh, the water's not mounding up," and he turns to his mate and he goes, "Shall I spin it?" And his mate goes, "Aye, give it a spin." And he's like, "Woo! Oh, I don't know what's happening there. The water's not sticking."
Yeah, but you do realise he's repeated that experiment about half a dozen times each year religiously. He goes out and he tries to do it again. My video, I think it was called Del Does Time Travel, and it was like every year he does the same thing.
Like Santos, I did ask Del for a comment for where he placed, and this was his response.
No.
That's all we got. Sorry.
Expected.
Makes sense.
What about you, chat? Out of all the people there that Toon read out that weren't in the top 10, who do you feel should have placed higher? Let us know. But yeah, that leaves us with the top 10, doesn't it?
It does.
Exciting.
So we should. I'm going to put the names of the bottom 21. So yes. So who's number 10? Well, that would be after the adjustments. FTFE.
Yeah.
Number 10.
Yay!
Wow. Top 10 finish.
Top 10.
Nice one.
Nice. I'd like to thank the Academy. I apologise for slapping Chris. No, wait. Sorry, that was Will Smith. I didn't do that yet. Yeah. Top 10 in my own competition. I'm going to take that as it is. Now, I've got to say, the video that Rachie did was actually all right, and I feel like maybe we should play it. What do you reckon?
Yeah,
I think so.
Okay.
She did good.
She did good.
I mean, it was exactly what I would have done. It was cherry picked perfectly.
Yeah. Oh, one sec. My computer seems to have wanted to freeze for some reason. Top left nomination FTFE. Here we go. Now, obviously, this does make me sound a bit dumb, but that is the power of cherry picking. So here is the 10th place of the 2022 Top Left Awards. It's me.
I'm great. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I'm really excited.
Yes, me too. I 100% the top left.
Me with a bachelor's of physics. A degree in physics, I can pretty much say what a physicist would disagree.
They needed someone with intelligence or what?
Yeah, well, the Navy actually hired me because of my high IQ.
Right, what is it?
183.
183, right.
Yeah.
And the nomination
183.
for Top Left.
That's not what we were talking about. It's funny.
FTFE.
Hey, thanks for having me. To have that intro made me very happy.
As -3 isn't a thing. Maths will accurately describe what is happening.
No.
Yes.
In real world, listen, if I've got 2 ice creams, maths can describe that you can take 5 off me and leave me with -3. But that's not reflecting real world, is it, Craig?
Yes, it is. Maths is literally the only way that you prove things. Science doesn't prove things, maths does prove. Maths is where you find proofs. This isn't something that's up for discussion, this is a fact. You are misrepresenting what actually maths is.
What, so 2 minus 5 equals -3 is not, is actually a misrepresentation?
Yeah, you've got -3 ice creams now, Anthony, well done.
No, I don't have -3 ice creams, I have 0 ice creams.
Like I said, a long time ago, Anthony, I'm 35 now.
Right, so when in 2004, how old would you have been?
I don't know, brain fart.
So, yeah.
The music stopped. I love that.
Like I said, this was many years ago, and something I did.
Answer my question. I have got a direction. How old were you in 2004?
I was 22.
Yeah, my brain fart on the time. I'm sure everyone can do that.
What we're saying is not physical. It's reflective.
Nothing. Right, hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not.
They still don't understand this, do they? And you've got people like Kevin, who thinks he's so smart and keeps saying, "You're stupid. You don't. I'm so smart. I'm smarter than you." And you know, he literally can't figure out the difference between spinning and being a linear velocity, and it's like he's a parody of a person, even though the whole thing is rotating at the same speed, right? And that is to do with the angular velocity of the Earth at certain latitudes. The angular velocity is 1,000 odd miles an hour. The rotation is not 1,030 miles an hour. The angular velocity is 1,000. Yeah, I'd said angular instead of tangential. We all know that. Now, if you're at the equator, the angular velocity is approximately 1,000 miles an hour. And if you were to go north, you would go into an area of lower angular velocity.
Shit! I mean, oh shit! Sailor! Come on! Use your fucking brain!
It doesn't make sense! That's the fucking point!
Oh my god! Fuck! Okay. Great. Okay.
I'm just going to read you an example of Vogan
poetry.
Oh,
no, please.
No,
Vogan.
not the Vogan poetry.
You have to hear this Vogan poetry. It'll touch your soul. Ready? Oh, Freddled grunt buggily, thy Mitchellakins are to me with big yawning. As flirtled global glitches in midsummer morning, on a lurgid bee. That morbidly hath blurted out its earthed jertles grumbling, into a rancid festering confectious organ squealer, drowned out by moaning and screaming. That is me making someone rage quit by reading Vogan poetry. He's left. Oh. The wonderful thing is that half of that didn't even make me look dumb. The times when I had a brain fart and couldn't do a simple subtraction, yeah, I mean, that happens. But, like, there's a lot of the things there that I wasn't even getting wrong. That she's put in the video to try and make me look dumb. And none of them understand this argument. That if you hold your hand out in front of your face and you look at your hand, you aren't seeing your physical hand as it is right now. Because the light has to travel, which means, you know, there's a time delay, and it goes through a medium, which it means it's refracted. I'm not saying you can't see your physical hand, but you're not seeing your physical hand where it is at that exact moment in time, because that's how seeing works. And they try and make me out to be dumb because I say that.
I've got a spade here for you, Craig.
What were you saying, Mr. S?
I was saying they really just don't get it, do they?
No,
really
they don't get anything. Anything at all. So yeah, that was top 10. And you know what? I'm human. Mostly. I mean, that's what it says on the NASA test tube, anyway.
this math thing, not knowing your age. I'll get it right instantly. Ask me how old I was in any year.
How old were you?
How old were you in 1901?
13.
How old were you in 2002?
13. Do another one.
How old were you in 1721?
13. See, I nailed it every time. It's just like that.
So top 10. And you know what?
All right.
I've done a lot of videos on YouTube. We all have. And I bet there's some stupid things that all of us... I mean, we know Ranty said a lot of stupid things in the past, but there's a lot of things that all of us said that were dumb. And, you know, there's a time where I said angular velocity when I meant tangential velocity. There's a time where I did some maths wrong. You know, I'm going to say some things wrong when I spend most of my time talking to idiots on the internet. But at the end of the day, I don't think the Earth's flat.
Yeah, could be worse. All right, are we ready for number 9?
Yeah, number 9.
Go for it.
Number 9 is Mr. Majorcation himself, Trey Hutchinson, who, yep, the majorcation. Sodium is the majorcation, and chlorine is the major anion.
Do you have a clip of that, by any chance?
No, I don't have that clip, but everybody can just play it in their head. Maybe.
Yeah. So
Could I just say as well?
Yeah.
Because going off that last question, which was how old were you in a certain year, you were actually 2 ages in every year.
Unless you were born at the moment of the year change.
Turn of the year,
yeah.
I don't know. Would it be that? You'd have to be on the dot.
Right on the.
Yeah, and of course, any you can, in any arbitrary precision, you can make it go one way or the other.
I did have a flat earther tell me once that if you're born on a leap year, then you literally only have a birthday once every 4 years.
You also only age that fast too, I suppose.
Apparently so.
So you're going to live 4 times as long then?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That would be good or bad.
Could I legally change my birthday to February 29th just to make that happen there, Mr. S?
Would that mean that you would get younger instantly?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. You get rid of
could I retroactively change it?
It works.
Change your birthday.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be old enough to drink. You wouldn't be old enough to drive.
Don't tell anybody that I'm drinking my Toonshine.
Yeah, so Trey Hutchinson is 9th. And Trey is a special little precious one. Toon and I both debated him. Who debated him first? Did you find him first or did I?
I think... I don't know.
I think I may have found him first, and then he said a bunch of things that I thought would be fun to send him over to you. And the first debate I had with him, a lot of the normal stupidity. That's right. The first debate I had with him, he spent his intro 10 minutes just writing mathematical jargon. Like, it literally meant nothing. Like, I had PhD Tony and Clive Wells, PhD physicists, looking at that maths and going, that doesn't mean anything. But he was acting like it was evidence that was destroying the globe.
It was just nonsense, yeah.
So then I sent him over to Toon.
In his little head. In his precious little head. He smashed you, mate.
Yeah. But then I sent him over to Toon. And he was trying to show Toon some citations that back up what he says. And...
he was trying to say that Antarctica is made out of salt.
Yeah.
That's what he was trying to say because it used the word ubiquitous. He didn't know that ubiquitous just means it's everywhere. Not that it's totally everything. It's just you can find it everywhere. Oh. So... And I'm like, that's not what that means. He's like, no, Antarctica is made out of salt, boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
And he's actually got a TikTok video with like 600,000 views about Antarctica being made of salt, which somehow proves that the Earth is flat. But how did that lead to Cations? Where did the Cation and the Anyons come?
Well, it was because he was reading this paper that somebody wrote on Antarctica where they found, understandably, lots of remnants of salt water all over the place in Antarctica. So it was halite, specifically halite, which is a rock that's very much made out of salt, and he was reading the analysis of it, and it said sodium is the major cation.
Cation, yeah.
But this fake mechanical engineer, he says that he's a mechanical engineer. You have to do a year of non-trivial chemistry at university to get a degree in mechanical engineering. He did not know what a cation was. Even after I told it to him, he still thought it meant, I don't know, he changed what he said. It's the main thing.
I know what it is.
It's the thing you're categorizing. It's the category ion.
Yeah, but it wasn't even that. It's cation.
It's to straighten out your cat. It's to straighten out your cat.
Yeah, that's what
stick it on the ironing board.
But the problem was he didn't even say cation. What did he say when he was reading about the cations?
He said cation. He said cation.
And then
cation. He said cation. Yes.
He said cation. And then you said, "Can you tell me that again?"
Yeah.
And he said it again. And then you told him that that's not what it is. And he argued with you about it. And no, I said, that's cation, not cation.
I said, "Are you going to double down?" He said, "I'm going to triple down."
and then you had the anion. And what did he call that?
The anion. Which we didn't get into the anion because cation was enough. And he tried to say justification, like with an accent, even like to make it, I don't know, but funny or something. I don't know.
It was painful, but there's he's been on my channel 3 times now, and I think he's been on yours twice.
I think just once on mine.
All right, well, but he's now blocked me after the last time he came on. He blocked me after that. Where is it?
All right, we should keep moving though.
Yeah, I do have some of the videos lined up if you want to watch any of the top 10. I've just got.
Well, maybe this next one.
Yeah. So that was number 9. Number 9 was Trey Hutchinson. So eighth place in the 2022 Top Left Awards. What we got?
Nathan Oakley. Nathan Oakley, number 8.
Nathan Oakley. Just the name Nathan Oakley makes me feel slightly ill.
And that smarmy voice.
Yeah.
Nathan, who has been the leader of the flat earthers, saying that sextants only work on a flat Earth, when given an opportunity to win $10,000, real money, to just show how to do it, just use the math that relies on the Earth being flat, and show how it's done, and he can't.
He wasn't only offered $10,000 though. All right, he was also offered a free sextant. In my video, I did responding to their sextant notice. Loki Fish Mars, who is in the chat, how you doing, dude? Offered to give them a sextant, and not only would he give the sextant, but he will help cover shipping, which I've said that I'll put in to help cover the shipping. Whoever wants it anywhere in the world, you can get a sextant for free. All you got to do is email Loki Fish Mars, and then you can use that sextant to win $10,000 by showing that sextants work on a flat Earth.
They don't need a sextant.
No, they don't need it, but it helps.
I've already got the measurements. All they need to use is the measurements I've already provided.
Yep.
They don't need to leave their house.
So, like a lot of others, I did contact Nathan Oakley for a comment about coming 8th, and this is Nathan's response that I got.
So you don't need the toilet anymore. Why? Because your body has reabsorbed all of what was contained in your bladder that you would consider waste. Well, it's not waste, or your body would, there's no way it would reabsorb it.
That wasn't what I was asking. So I don't know if he understood what he was supposed to say to me, but that was his response.
Gross.
Right, I've got to ask this, Ranty. Auditing the Observer. What do we call you now? Audit?
I think Ranty. You know.
Ranty just works. Right, so you spent a long time in the flat Earth community. What's with the drinking piss?
That was going on long before I joined, and let me just tell you, I never drank piss. Ever. I was offered it.
Wait, you were offered it? I'm sorry, hold on. You were offered...
I need to hear about that.
Someone offered you their piss to drink?
Yeah. Free? Dave Murphy.
Oh, fuck's sake. So are you telling me that if you turn up to Flat Earth events, Dave's standing there in the booth with his trousers around his ankles going, anyone want a pint? Just come to...
Oh, yeah, they're all sharing it around. All the piss drinkers, you know, they bring gallons of it to those events so that they can share it around and pass it out to the fans, you know. And they can all glug it together.
Met Dave, have you?
Sorry?
You've met Dave?
I've met Dave, yeah.
Did you shake his hand?
Did you shake him by the hand?
I can't remember. I mean, I probably...
Well, hold your hand up. Is your hand black? Has it rotted away?
No, but it's actually got a red mark on it where I actually shaked him and it's never gone away. So maybe it's some kind of skin disease or something that I've got.
So, Dave once told a story about how that someone got stung with a jellyfish when they were at the beach, and apparently they came specifically to Dave to get his pee, to pee on this person. Like, has he got magic pee or something?
I think they think this. I mean, Patricia Steer values her piss more than everybody else's. You know, hers is supposed to be quite high class.
She probably could just make a living selling it to the.
To Mark Sargent.
I mean, Mark Sargent would definitely buy it. Yeah,
every bit.
He'd fucking have it on tap. Anyway, we've gone a bit off topic here. We were talking about eighth place, which is Nathan Oakley.
Well, talking about Nathan Oakley, he did a GoFundMe a couple of weeks ago. And,
fuck me, yes.
It's still up.
It's still up. He's raised currently £397 of the £1,000 that he wants to replace a wire in one of his speakers.
Right, I mean, I've got so many issues with this. Number one, you need £1,000 to replace a wire. I'll do it for you for a tenner, all right? Number two, all right, is the gall to fucking put that on GoFundMe. But number three is the fact that somehow he's convinced enough people to give him over £300 to fix a fucking wire in a speaker.
Well, it's not even
and
that.
These speakers are apparently worth These speakers are worth £10,000, and okay, I'm sure he uses it for listening to music.
They're expensive speakers. I know these speakers.
Yeah, that's right. But the reason he's trying to justify this is he uses that speaker as a monitor speaker when he does his live streams. Like, you can't use a pair of cheap headphones or something.
I'm sorry. But he is not on stage performing at fucking V2000. You know, he's doing a live...
Listen on mobile phones.
See this? This is my monitor speaker.
But we were talking about this on my live stream earlier on tonight, and did you know that Bev Try Thinking's got a GoFundMe
Paul Bevan,
as well?
yeah.
He's trying to raise.
Paul Bevan, isn't it? He approves of doxing, so Paul Bevan.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this.
Well, he's got his name on it. He's got his name on it, but he's trying to raise a couple of £1,000 for security cameras due to all the threats and worries following his big clash with Blue Marble Science. But in a week, he's actually raised £3,500. Two people gave him £1,000.
What?
Well, that's what's listed on. I know.
Right,
Absolutely
so let me get this
ridiculous.
straight. He harasses Blue Marble Science by trying to arrange to crash his thing showing off his Cavendish experiment at University of Tennessee.
Rakia Life,
right?
wasn't it?
Yeah, him and Rakia Life, harass Blue Marble, right? And then he wants security cameras because he now feels unsafe because he harassed somebody whilst doxing Dr. Bob. Paul Bevan,
but unlike Nathan, he's busted his target.
I know, it's ridiculous, but I just want to say this to you. Paul Bevan, I'd like you to see this. Try thinking, Paul Bevan, you're scum. That's all you are. I mean, pure and utter scum. I don't even care that you think the earth is flat. You are the worst example, well, maybe the best example of what flat earth is, because you are just a horrifically horrible human being. You approve of doxing people. You approve of abusing autistic teenagers. There is something fundamentally wrong in your brain, Paul Bevan. Sorry.
Somebody send me the link to that new GoFundMe, because that £3,500. That's like $5,000 that he's.
It's a lot from Rakia. Rakia Life has been sending a lot to him.
Wow.
Fucking ridiculous.
I can't even get £100 on my Patreon. So I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I should go back to the Flerfs.
I mean, the link in the chat. I drop the link in the chat right now.
I get accused by flat earthers of like being a scammer or being a grifter. Oh, you're just ripping people off of money, blah blah blah. But I've never done a fundraiser ever for myself, ever. Like, yet Paul Bevan can do one and get £3,000 for
£3,700,
nearly £4,000.
Yeah,
insane.
Yeah, wow. 148% the target. Yeah, as I said, I dropped the link in. I've dropped it on, in the studio, and I dropped it on the chat as well.
Oh man, I might report that for fraud because it's all a lie.
And to be clear, that is a Christian site.
Oh really?
Praise the baby Jesus. Number one, Christian crowdfunding.
Yeah. Try
Lying
thinking.
for Jesus.
Yeah, try thinking, otherwise known as Paul Bevan. You're scum. Just saying that. Paul Bevan. Anyway,
I've missed all of what's gone on here. For some reason, this has like just eluded me, so I'm well behind with what everything's gone on.
I'll give an overview for everybody quick.
Yeah, please do.
The Blue Marble Science, I can't give details on that, but about a week ago, they were Paul Bevan was reviewing a time when Bob the Science Guy was on a Discord server talking to somebody, and then Bob the Science Guy, when they got done, came into the live chat. And immediately, one of Bev's panel members, said Dr. Bob's last name, which he doesn't want said. He has not released himself, doxing Dr. Bob. Now, did Paul Bevan, who approves of doxing, did he say, "Oh, you shouldn't do that"? No, he did not. He said nothing to the panel member that doxed Dr. Bob. Then, later, when Dr. Bob understandably said Paul Bevan's full name in the chat, he was banned from the channel. Weird double standard there. So I asked then Paul Bevan, try thinking the next day on Twitter, do you approve of doxing? Because when somebody was doxed on your stream last night, do you approve of it? And he said, oh, no, I banned the person that doxed me. Paul Bevan only cared about the person that doxed him.
But Paul Bevan didn't get doxed because he's already told his name.
Beside the point. We can talk the nuances of whether or not that's something to do or not. But Dr. Bob did say Paul Bevan's name in the live chat, and Paul Bevan's response was that person should be banned from my channel. So I asked, well, Paul Bevan, did you ban the person that doxed Dr. Bob? Because that seems to be your response to doxing people. No answer. I said, Paul Bevan, your actions will tell me. Do you approve of doxing? Did you do anything? Did you ban the person that doxed Dr. Bob? No answer. He has not answered. I keep asking him, and he won't answer. So his actions inform us he does approve of doxing.
Does seem that Paul Bevan, try thinking, approves of doxing. That's right, yeah, 100%.
There you go.
Oh, but anyway, Nathan Oakley was number 8. And just quickly, Ranty, you've obviously met Oakley. Could you describe him for me in 5 words?
Pear-shaped. Weird, strange, and cowardly. He was very
pear-shaped, weird, strange, coward. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, he was very. When he went up to people, he didn't really like socializing with them. He was very introverted and stuff. It was very odd how he behaved, around people. Totally different to how you'd expect to see him, on his stream where he's all confident. In the real world, he was very shy and, Well,
you know why? He knows that someone could easily beat him for half the things he says.
Yeah. He'd never talk like that the way he does. He'd never talk like that to people in real life. I would pay money to debate Nathan Oakley in a live setting. Face to face. I would do that just to watch him crumble. I am absolutely convinced if anyone got him face, not just me, if anybody got him face to face in a debate, he would be a meek little coward. No, you're flat. You're wrong. He would be nothing like he is. So there we go. Number 8, Nathan Oakley. Let's move on. Number 7.
You ready? It is Glenn Serio.
Glenn Serio.
That's not a flat earther.
Yeah.
He is a First Amendment auditor, sovereign citizen guy. And he's gotten himself in a lot of trouble. He got arrested and then was told not to go back on government property, and immediately after getting let out of jail, he went right back on government property, got arrested again. He just can't stop. a few people, Team Skeptic and Irish Demon, and I don't want to leave people out, but there's a bunch more that the plot hole, that cover him, and he's like the king of getting himself arrested for no good reason. So
he was good for Irish Demon's channel because
he's definitely
blew
helped.
up when he
yeah. I mean, so the team got he did like a whole month of releasing really good videos, a lot about Glenn Cario, and he managed to get like 1.6 million views in a month, and a lot of those came from his Glenn videos. I haven't looked into it much because honestly the First Amendment auditors don't really interest me. The closest I got was when I debated the late great Schrodinger's cat about who is dumber, flat earther, or who is more dangerous, flat earthers or First Amendment auditors. And we kind of came to a conclusion they're both pretty dangerous and stupid. But it's not really someone I've covered, but it is probably the only non-flat earther in this list.
There's one other.
Expat Taffy and
Kevin,
Podcast.
Expat is it's Kevin Johnston is the other one, who's an auditor.
And you do realise that that's going to be clipped out now because you're actually in the list.
Am I? Yeah.
That can go on for next year's.
Yeah.
Yes. Rachel, clip that out and that'll be added in. Craig's a flat earther.
Shh! It's a secret. This is just a grift for me.
That Triggered Limey bloke covered him too as well.
That Triggered Limey's a good bloke. I've heard a lot about him. If you're not subscribed to the Triggered Limey, then do it right now. I demand it.
Fix that problem.
Yes.
Fix that problem.
All
right,
well, with the Triggered Limey, that short video, I actually made that, and on the same day, I put a community post out asking, would my community enjoy me looking at First Amendment auditors, and they said resoundingly no. It was like only 5% said yes. So I thought I'd made this short video, and I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll give it to the Triggered Limey instead. And as of right now, it's had like 1.6 million views. So he's done quite well out of that with the subscribers that came with it, because I think he got about an extra 1,200 subscribers or something from that.
Wow.
All good.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I don't really have much to say about Glenn. I would advise, if you want to see the stupid, head over... Sorry. Sorry, this is COVID still kicking my ass after a month.
Want me to take over?
Yeah, do it.
Head over to Team Skeptic's channel, or the Irish Demon, or
Triggered Limey.
The Triggered Limey, or the Plot Hole.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
There's quite a lot.
I miss it. Yeah. Anyway, go to their channels. Good stuff. If you like that.
So let's get to number 6. Who was the 6th top leftiest of this year?
Number 6 top left is Team Skeptic. I mean, Mallory. Mallory is number 6. Everybody, can you all give us a boop for Mallory? She's in the chat.
Blurp, is it? Hold on. Blorp. That's the one, right? Everyone do a blorp.
It's a boop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, NASA Bunker 33 also covers sovereign citizens.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, Mallory's an interesting one because, 100% she's a Poe. But she is quite funny. And there is still a 50-50 chance that Mallory is Team Skeptic. I am never going to reveal if that is the case or not. The first debate I have against Mallory on my channel, I changed the title after the debate to, "Please help me, I don't know what is happening."
She debated Flower of the Land.
Oh my god, that's one of the hardest things I've ever watched.
On my channel, and she wrote her own in a Wikipedia sandbox, wrote her own Wikipedia article and cited it as authoritative because it's on Wikipedia. Which, of course, live during the show got edited a handful of times and then deleted automatically by Wikipedia.
It sounds like something Team Skeptic would do.
Totally.
Jesse says, yes, Team Skeptic.
You will never know. We did miss a couple of channels that covered Glenn. Obviously, Brainy Beaver does it. Radical the Unhallowed Knight does it. Before he passed, the amazing Schrodinger's Cat covered Glenn. So yeah, I did. I didn't miss you out on purpose, but there's quite a lot of people that covered him. If you want to go and check them out, but Mallory is a special one. Should we play our video?
I don't know. It's kind of long. Don't do all of it.
No. Let me get.
Just saying, the Triggered Lime is in the chat actually, and his video from I think it was yesterday where he defended you, Craig. I mean, that was a bloody good video.
Wait, there was a video where he defended me? I missed that. What?
I think it was, yeah.
I have to watch that.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe I've just had a top left moment myself there. I believe it was.
Wait, Mallory's in here.
I'm going to have to go check now, aren't I?
There we go. Right, yeah, so Mallory. Here is the beginning of Mallory's top left nomination video, which I think she made herself.
Welcome to the Flerfs Academy.
Oh,
I am the warden around here. And today we're going to take a closer look into ball wash-ism with our patient Flower. On this stream, we're going to take a look at clear signs of what Globerism is all about, and it's indeed a serious issue. You may be suffering from ball wash-ism if you own any NASA or have space merch, delusions of alien fantasies, name-calling, anger outbursts, lack of sense of humor, a know-it-all complex narcissism, thinking that NASA has any credibility, spewing squiggly math or science nonsense, trusting space agents, governments, news outlets, and newspapers, and more will be discussed during this stream. Globerism is a problem with the nervous system that causes people to suddenly ball wash spews that they can't control.
Yeah, there we go. So there's there's Mallory. And congratulations, Mallory's Asylum, for breaking into the top 6. But that takes us in to the top 5.
Number 5. Number 5
of the top left for 2022.
Number 5 is the man, the myth, the legend, the one that out Dunning Krugered the Dunning Kruger by calling it Dunning Kruger. That's Jason.
Oh, you mean Fred Durst,
Jason.
Right?
Fred Durst. If you ordered Fred Durst from Wish.com.
Yeah. So you're out with your mum and you're like, Mum, I want Fred Durst. And your mum goes, we've got Fred Durst at home. This is what you get. Now, I would like to see Mr. Sensible debate Jason.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know this Jason. Am I in for a treat?
I don't know if treat's the right word. More needing therapy afterwards. Yeah. Jason's a very special.
Mrs. Sensible to debate him then.
Yeah. So when you ask Jason for evidence, instead of evidence, he just does homophobic slurs for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's that. And then he will. I asked him for evidence or for measurements of the flatness of the earth, and so then he drew some drawings and said people need to do this. It was his idea of the only way to determine whether or not the earth is flat. You make a tube that's 3 miles long, and then you make sure it's flat, and then you measure with lasers in it lasers the top and the each side and the middle to see if the water in it, which also you need to evacuate all the air so that the water boils, apparently. Anyway, and I said, well, how do you make sure that a 6 mile long pipe or 3 mile long, or whatever the length is flat? He said, use a water level. You're going to use a water level to, apparently to him, make sure that it's flat, and then put water on the inside to see if the water on the inside is flat.
Oh, I just want to stop a second because we have a celebrity in the chat. The amazing Flat Out.
What?
It does appear that Flat Out's there.
The real
guy
Flat Out?
It does appear to be so.
The guy that owes all that money.
No, that's Flat Out Hero. This is Flat Out, who hosted with me my very first video on this channel when I was supposed to debate Flat Out Hero and he didn't turn up.
Well, I don't see him.
I see people talking about him.
I met him in person.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if he is there, hello, Flat Out. You're a legend.
Not listed as a participant.
Yeah.
Well, people were talking about him there in the chat as though he was there. I hope
Got
he
us
is
all
here.
excited there, people.
Oh, maybe he just run away.
Heat shield.
Right, so what number 4 was... Wait, what did we just do?
All right, we did Jason, number 5.
No, Jason was number 5, yeah. Not much to say about Jason except for, you know, Fred Durst wannabe. So let's move on. We're getting there. Number 4. Yeah, we got the top 3 after this. So just missing out on the top 3 of Top Left 2022, hitting that number 4 spot is...
JM Truth.
Oh, JM!
Oh, I miss
14,762 votes.
Wow.
For JM Truth.
Good job, JM. Wow.
He is... JM is one of the most special people that I've ever spoken to. The man that first told me with a completely straight face that the sun's impossible because there's no oxygen in space.
It's a fire. Yeah. So the if you look at the Flerf wiki for JM Truth, which I'll put the link in the chat. By the way, there's a Flerf wiki, people, and you can edit it yourself. Please do. Please have some fun editing that. So he has declared himself to be, and I'm not going to read the whole list, a physicist, a biochemist, a research scientist, a modified sniper, a teacher, medic, virologist, master of science, filmmaker, documentary maker, virtual effects artist, cinematographer, director, executive producer, graphic designer, video editor, videographer, a mortarman, a philosopher, theologian, actor, dancer, singer, studier of languages, there's enough.
Was he a sniper?
So many claims.
Brackets, modified.
Modified sniper,
Modified
yes.
sniper. Yeah.
And I once took a video of JM and altered it slightly. And JM told me that this video, because I took his video and altered it, he could sue me for defacing his personal property. And just because I love you all, I'm going to treat you to that video right now.
Now that I think about it, the sun, we're told, is a big gaseous ball burning in space in a vacuum. By the way, since we're on the subject of vacuums, fire, the element by which the sun
Fire's not an
exerts
element.
its energy, and I don't care if it's nuclear fission or what, it's still fire, needs what element, folks, in order to continue to burn? Oxygen.
There we go. Yeah. A man outstanding in his own field.
It's because he was abandoned there.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that video of him, his music video of him singing?
Don't.
Looking heroic.
It's painful. But the thing about JM Truth is not only does he top left all the science, he calls himself a film creator, a videographer, a director, and he once made a zombie movie.
No, don't play it. No! That's... Seriously.
Definitely Walking Dead-esque, isn't it?
That violates the Geneva Convention. You need to stop.
These are the worst zombies ever. And in this movie, right? So there's sound throughout this entire movie, okay? Except for this one scene here where I think they forgot to turn on the mics. So instead of audio, we get this.
2 days earlier.
I genuinely think they just forgot to turn on the mics.
It's just silence?
Yep, for the rest of the movie, they're talking, there's audio, but for this part, there's no audio. So he starts putting the subtitles on instead, and half of them are spelt wrong.
Of course.
I'm going to head up north to pick up Aunt Mary, then I'll be back here to get you guys. So what time will you gonna be back here? Sometime tomorrow. I mean, there was audio in the rest of the movie. Just this one scene. So yeah, not only is JM top left at science, but he's also top left at making movies.
Shit as well.
It's a thing. It's a thing of beauty.
Right. Oh, so JM Truth also in Dumbfuck of the Year 2019 came third, which was really good. He's never quite got
down.
Yeah, he's gone from third to fourth.
If I could, I mean, I think maybe all of us could take some turns giving him some advice how to win this thing finally.
Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, but do more of it.
From me, JM, I really support you, and I want you to win this thing sometime. So definitely need to do more content. You can't just do these little bits at a time. Go on lots of debates, do lots of videos, talk about how awesome you are all the time. You need to just get yourself out there more.
Yeah.
I think he needs to add more things to his CV.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Ranty? What's your advice for JM?
Yeah, definitely. Just keep at it, mate. Keep trying your hardest. Put more stuff out, and eventually you might win. Yeah.
Yeah. My advice would be
don't give up. Don't ever give up. Just keep trying.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
My advice would be when citing articles, don't cite articles that are actually satire.
I love when the flat earthers link the "gravity is only a theory" article where right under the title it says this is satire, but they never read past the title.
Yeah, I'll bring that up so everybody can see. So this is JM did an entire video on this. He read this. Gravity is only a theory. And started reading it. It says, universal theory of gravity is often taught in schools as fact. Well, in fact, it's not even a good theory. And it goes on to explain why they think that's the case. However, what he missed was this entire paragraph here.
It's immediately under the title. It's the first thing.
Textbook disclaimers are down, but not out. This satirical look at only a theory disclaimer... Sorry. I'm sorry, COVID honestly has been kicking my ass. Disclaimers imagines what might happen if advocates applied the same logic to the theory of gravitation that they do to the theory of evolution. This entire article was making fun of young Earth creationists who use the fact that there's a theory of evolution and do the whole, oh, well, it's only a theory. It was making fun of that and imagining what would happen if you did the same to gravity. But this moron took this as evidence that the theory of gravity is not a real thing. Just ignoring that. And the next video he released after this one was a video where he debunked a picture from NASA proving that it wasn't real. And he was right, because it was a painting.
I remember that.
So a worthy fourth place.
Yes, good job.
So
JM.
who's left in the top three? Who's left?
Well, shall we get to number 3?
No. Who's left?
I think I'd like to do a rundown so everyone can hear from number 31 to number 4 first. All right, so Number 31, Planner Walk with 1,735 votes. Number 30, Ken Wheeler, 2,257 votes. Number 29, Hip Hop Hippie with 2,547 votes. Next is G-Man with 3,109. Paul Bevan with 3,462. Dot Connector Dot Podcast with 3,596. Multi Tom Tom 4,054. Tony Naum 4,183. Shed Rage Dell 4,300. Kyle Adams from the Institute of Flat Earth Science 4,441. Phuket Word 4,450. Kevin Johnston 4,735. The Incredible Flatzoid with 5,004 votes. Expat Taffy with 5,039. Gary Webenenga with 5,259. Santos Bukaki with 5,248. Cece from Westchester County 5,356. Quantum Erasure with 5,479, followed by Davey Durati with 6,030. Austin Whitsitt 6,449, and 11th place Brian's Logic 6,719. Into the top 10, me with 6,850. Number 9, Trey Hutchinson with 8,608. Next at number 8 is Nathan Oakley with 9,130. Number 7, Glenn Caro with 9,158. Next is Mallory's Asylum coming in at number 6 with 9,374 votes. 5th place is Jason with 11,102. And in 4th place, JM Truth with 14,762. Oh, that leaves the top 3.
14,000 compared to the others that are normally getting about 6,000. That's a hell of a jump. So he really did well, JM Truth, I've got to say.
He didn't do bad. He definitely did well. So that leaves us with the top 3. And the top 3 are special. Should we say who the top 3 are without giving away what position they are?
No. Let's let people just think about who is missing.
I know the 3 that are missing now.
Who are missing?
Mitchell, Riley, Rachie.
That's right.
Yeah.
So only Craig and I right now have the numbers. So
the top 3, right? You've got Sleeping Warrior, or Weeping Warbler, as he hates to be called. Rachie 50.
Not in any order.
Not in any order. We've got Mitchell from Australia in there somewhere. Extra stupid. And then Rachie 50s, who tells us her IQ for some reason. They're the top 3, right? We've got Rachie, Mitchell, and Sleeping Warrior. The top 3.
All right. Who's it going to be? Not Craig. Craig knows.
Yeah. So
Mr.
let's do
Sensible.
this.
Who's it going to be?
Sorry, go on. Say again. It's Mitchell and Rachie and who's the other one?
Sleepy.
I can't believe that his Sleeping Warrior is just so fail. I can't believe that he's going to successfully fail and win, if you know what I mean.
Well, so you got to remember, Sleeping Warrior managed to win Top Left in 2009. No, not Top Left. Sorry, Dumb Fuck of the Year in 2019 with his 3rd entry into it. So,
didn't he vote for himself?
He did a video nominating himself. Yeah.
He wanted people to vote for him.
He hasn't done one. I don't know. I'm going to say it's not Sleeping, but I don't know the other 2. Although I've got a favourite of the other 2.
What do you reckon, Ranty?
Well,
it's got to be Riley. Riley has to win. I mean, it just has to be.
Okay, well, let's do this then. Let's let out who number 3 is.
Number 3, 15,888 views, which is just about 1,000 more than JM Truth is Sleeping Warrior.
Oh,
number 3.
Riley can win.
Riley can't even win a losers contest.
Well, to be fair, he's already
fail.
won a losers contest.
Yeah. Riley, the man that gave us such wonders as There's a solar eclipse every month, you just can't see it, because it's out at sea. The harvest moon is 10 times the size of other moons. Maths isn't real because you can't have negative ice creams. Density is a force. Riley was the first person on my channel to get more than one episode of Flerfs Are Idiots. And now there's 7 of them. Because every time the guy opens his fucking mouth, more stupid comes out.
Oh, people are going crazy about whether or not it's Rachie or Mitchell.
Oh, yes, master and pupil. It would seem that the pupil has surpassed.
Yes. Now, Ranty, obviously you had I don't like categorizing it this way, but a special relationship with Riley. So, what would you say is the dumbest thing to leave those chubby lips?
His ex. No, I'm only joking. His ex is lovely.
I mean, if she left, then maybe that's a good thing. Not a
definitely. It wasn't a dumb thing. No, it was a good thing. The dumbest thing that he's ever said. Well, the dumbest thing he's ever done is probably try and pick up some school kids from school in a car that was uninsured and untaxed.
What? He did what now?
Oh my gosh! Was it a van and were there no windows?
It was a company car. It was one of his company cars where he was taking them to go
that's
and.
Right.
And they were waiting. The traffic police, whatever it is that monitor that stuff, were waiting for him. So before he picked these school-aged 10-year-olds up from school and took them to swimming in an uninsured car that wasn't roadworthy, they pulled him over and cited him for it.
Did he try to argue? I'm not driving. I'm traveling, or something. You know.
He probably said, "This isn't a car."
So Riley once went to court to defend not like doing his paperwork and stuff properly for his company, and the outcome of that court case was the judge said to him, "Mr. Riley, the court is at a loss as to how you have come to that conclusion." To be told that by
Wow. It was insured because he had a business phone on him, so he didn't need to.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He had his company. He was transporting his company equipment, so he didn't need to actually have a license to drive. Yeah, and the court was at a loss as to how he came to that conclusion. This is the man who tried to get Flat Earth into schools by doing a fake GoFundMe and writing. I don't even want to call it, anything.
Thesis.
I don't want to call it a thesis because it's just wrong. It's
feces.
Feces is the much better word. Yeah. Oh my goodness!
I've got a better one that none of you guys know.
Go on then.
He took his ex to court over this car because something about the registration of it and obviously MOT and tax or something. And anyway, basically he wanted compensation from her. He wanted, I think, £1,500, and so he took her to the small claims court. And in his documents, he says, "We bought this car 4 years ago, and I spent £6,000 on it. And as such, as I've not had it now for a year, I require £1,500 in depreciation value."
Wow.
So then the court said, well, she said to the courts, "Hang on, wait a minute. We've had the car for 4 years. If it's depreciating at £1,500 a year, that's £6,000, and we paid £6,000 for it. So essentially, it's worth nothing."
That's not how this works.
Oh my gosh.
Well, this is the guy that thinks that, as your pal Al points out, 5 divided by 0 is 5. And I don't know if many people realise why he says that, right? This is his...
And he lost that case, by the way. He lost that case.
Of course
he
fucking lost that case. But this is his thinking behind 5 divided by 0 equals 5. Well, I never divided it into anything, so I've still got those 5 things. So in reality, 5 divided by 0 is 5. without realizing what the question of division is asking. The question of division is asking, how many groups can you take these things and put them into? And if you have 0 groups, you can't do it.
Yeah.
This is a man who, the only man that I know who managed to do 2 streams at one time. So, a worthy 3rd place.
So, I think it's time.
Yeah. So, the top 2, we know it's between Rachie and Mitchell from Australia. Words, they don't work apparently. 2nd place has 17,680 views. First place has 21,544 votes.
I think it's worth noting that the view count on the 2nd place person is higher than the view count on the 1st place person.
Yeah.
It was the like count that won the day.
Yeah. A lot more people liked the number 1 video than the number 2 video. Both are extremely
just
worthy.
jump right up to the number 1 video, and so then you'll figure out who's number 2.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much stupid in these 2. I mean, Mitchell from Australia said that you will never, ever, ever be able to get an elevation angle from a refracted horizon, basically removing the ability to ever use a sextant. Rachie50 once told me that if you look at a globe from one side and then go around the other side and look at it from the other side, east and west change direction.
Oh, gee.
I'm not even kidding.
Oh my gosh, how?
Yeah, I know.
So one for Rachie, 2 for Mitchell. Let's have a quick.
Oh
audience.
yeah.
Let's have a quick audience. 1 for Rachie, 2 for Mitchell. Who does the audience think?
What do we think? 1. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Rachie won. Put a 2 in the chat if you think Mitchell won. Once again, we decided to ask Santos what he thought, and this is what he said.
I mean, I think I'm stupid.
So we asked him again, and then he said this.
I'm masturbating.
So we tried to ask him once more, and he said this.
This morning, I went to the toilet.
I mean, there wasn't much point asking Santos anything, really. We did try once more, and then he said this.
Santos' astrology and syncretism. He's from the devil.
He gets that right, at least.
Yeah. We tried once more.
You call me elf again, you're gonna see what's gonna happen to you.
Yeah, that was his friend, the elf, instead of Santos. Right, let's look at the chat. It was a 1 for Rachie and a 2 for Mitchell, and it looks pretty split, 50-50 to me.
I'm thinking a little more 1s are in there.
I think
that's a fraction more.
PJCnet thinks that I actually won. Even with the fake views, I didn't win.
Yeah. I mean, I tell
JC,
you what,
you
I'll zero them out quick. And 12,000, 1, 2, 3, 4. Puts you in 5th place.
Yep, there we go. Even with the fake views, I only came 5th. So there's that. Oh, it's exciting. Who is the winner of the first Top Left Award? The 2022 Top Left Award. The first annual show. Bringing you the dumbest of the dumb. The ignorance personified. The top leftist of the world. Who is the winner? Is it Rachie50? Or is it Mitchell from Australia, which can't exist if the Earth is flat?
Yeah. Well, the winner... Well, before we do that, I wonder, should we just thank Mr. Sensible and Ranty for joining us tonight?
Absolutely.
I'm so happy that you guys could be here.
Yeah. Mr. Sensible's actually had quite a lot of dealings with Mitchell from Australia. You've got a series about him. What's the series called?
It's called The Mitch Hiker's Guide to the Fallacy. It's a trilogy currently only in 2 parts.
And what would you say is the dumbest thing that's come out of old Mitchell's mouth?
All the stuff he said between the start and the end of each of his videos, really. Oh man, no, I don't know. It's just everything is just so wrong. Just so wrong. I can't even name one thing.
Yeah.
He's just...
My favorite was when he got that picture of the South Celestial Pole and thought it was Polaris.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Check.
But then, there's the time that, like PhD Tony says, she took one of PhD's Tony's videos, just reposted it, but said it supported her argument instead of his.
That was Rachie, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the time that
Mandevil's saying, get on with it. We got sidetracked.
Then there's the time that Rachie said that the Cavendish experiment that Blue Marble Science built is just a parlor trick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could we have another rerun down from the top to the bottom?
I think we can do the top 10. We can do the top 10.
Or the top 5. The top 5.
Five. Let's do 5.
Your name. You want to hear your name again in 10th. That's what it is.
In 10th place is the gorgeous, the amazing, the really strong and handsome FTFE.
He's just making it up.
In 9th place is Trey Hutchinson. In 8th place is Nathan Oakley. In 7th place is Glenn Caro. In 6th place is Mallory's Asylum. In 5th place is Jason. In 4th place is JM Truth. And in 3rd place is Sleeping Warrior. Meaning the top 2 is Mitchell and Rachie, but we don't know who is the actual winner yet.
Well, I know.
Well, yeah, I also know. But, I mean, 3rd place for Sleeping Warrior is pretty good, right?
Now, we need to be careful. You might receive a slap if we don't move on.
Will Smith's not here. We're okay.
All right. Well, I suppose it's time.
Yeah.
With 21,544 votes, the winner of 2022 Top Left is...
Hey, do you remember that time when flat earthers tried to use lasers and they showed that lasers curve?
Oh yeah, good.
Wow. Yeah, that was a good one.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So do you think next year I could get involved in this? Could I be nominated as well?
I reckon so.
Yeah. The old ranty, maybe.
There was something I forgot to say about Trey in my last debate with Trey, and that was that according to Trey, this and this are the same thing.
All right.
That's the sun.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Let's do it then. Let's do it then. So in 5th place was Jason. In 4th place was JM Truth. 3rd place was Sleeping Warrior. So let's do it. The winner of Top Left 2022. The winner of the first annual Top Left Awards with 21,544 votes is
Mitchell
from Australia.
Yes!
Well done, Mitchell.
I emailed Mitchell from Australia. I asked him if he'd like to come on live. And do we have him? I think he's. Craig, do you have a?
No.
Did we get him? He's here somewhere.
Oh, that's right. He's too scared to come anywhere near us.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, he couldn't. He said he's not available today.
I can ask him for you guys, only said he won't speak to me because I'm a lying canut.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, do you know, it's even worse for poor Rachie. She's not only behind the perennial loser, Sleeping Warrior, but she couldn't even win this as his apprentice.
I know,
I mean,
right?
She's following in his footsteps.
But she still beat her teacher. She still came second with 17,680 votes compared to Sleeping Warrior's 15,888. But none of them could compare to the top leftiest of the top left, Mitchell from Australia. Congratulations, Mitchell. Your stupidity is unbounded. Your ability to be wrong outclasses anyone else on this planet. Your ability to take simple information and completely misunderstand it It doesn't. No one else could match your ability. Mitchell, you are special. Just not in the way your mum used to tell you. More in the back of the short bus kind of special. Well done, Mitchell.
Gonna need a shorter bus.
Yeah.
And the award for winning is 1 full Bitcoin from McToon. Well done.
Wait a second. It's actually a top left T-shirt. It's a T-shirt, and I asked him for his address. I think we do have a good. I think we have his address. We're going to send him a T-shirt that has the artwork for the top left. Craig, do you have that handy? I don't know if you do or not, but
I should do.
So, yeah, Mitchell from Australia, who is so pompous and has such misplaced hubris about how smart he is, that he started a fake school for teaching people about flat Earth.
The Flat Earth School.
And proudly declares that sextants only work on a flat Earth, yet is completely incapable of showing how a sextant works on flat Earth.
And remember, he says that you will never, ever, ever get a elevation angle from a refracted horizon, which means that either flat Earth doesn't have an atmosphere, or sextants can't ever, ever work.
So
my
there you
goodness.
go. That'll be on a shirt. With a specially designed shirt.
Now,
And,
as
for Mitchell,
as Mitchell couldn't join us today, we're going to ask Mr. Sensible to do a speech on his behalf as he accepts the award.
Oh, wow. Right, I wasn't expecting this.
I know.
That's quite... Yeah, I will happily accept this prestigious award on behalf of my very good friend and opponent, Mr. Mitchell from Australia, who comes up with so many dumb things. As you said, he says them so confidently, just so with so much passion and total failure to understand that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. And I, as I said, I'll greatly accept this on his behalf. I'm sure he's so excited. You do realise, of course, that he's going to stiff you for 5 more T-shirts for his children. Just, I forgot who it was. He stiffed someone for a bunch of money, didn't he? They challenged him $50 to get his kids to do something, or $150, whatever, and he stiffed them for another $50. So he's going to stiff you for T-shirts for all his kids and his wife and his friends as well, I'm sure. So it's going to cost you guys an absolute fortune. Never mind postage.
Friends?
Yeah, I know. It's amazing.
Bitcoin, mate.
Someone in the chat is asking, does this rule out Mitchell for next year? No, I don't think so. There will only be, I think, a maximum of 10 nominations for next year, but you can win multiple times because, let's face it, flat earthers aren't getting any smarter.
And let's not forget Rachel, because she hasn't had a proper number 2 send off yet.
It's a good point. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
We wouldn't want to.
If she wants number 1, she just needs to speak to Riley.
Riley's got some number 1 for her.
So there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first annual Top Left Awards is Mitchell from Australia. I think a round of applause.
Yeah, a good round of
applause.
applause.
Well done, Mitch.
I'm just proud.
And let's not forget the runner-up who gave it a valiant try.
Yeah, absolutely. Rachie, for your first year in this nonsense, coming in second is pretty good. Rachie is now, of course, banned from my channel and banned from my Discord because she constantly calls my good friend PhD Tony a liar when his job is to actually work with gravity. I do not take kindly to people calling my friends liars, even when we give what is the equivalent of thousands and thousands of dollars of free education to these morons. You know, we should be charging you, Rachie, yet we don't. And you throw it back in our face, especially to people like PhD Tony who genuinely wants to help you. Well done, Rachie. You're dumb as fuck. But Mitchell, you're dumber.
But she gives free Pilates tests, right?
How the fuck did flat earthers get her to bounce up and down? How did she fall for that?
Sleeping Warrior suggested it, I think.
And we've
some
got
leggings, some tight leggings, and jump up and down and squat at the same time. Make sure you get it all in video. And I want to see
that's why Riley likes TikTok so much.
There is somebody in the chat who I would just like to send a brief invite to, Mr. Plannerwalk, as he obviously did pretty well. I'd like Plannerwalk, please come in and you can give a speech about, you know, being the real winner and coming last. Whilst we're waiting for Plannerwalk to join us, I will read the super chats that I've had. As always, guys, thank you very much for the support. It's always mind-blowing. Andreas Eldritch for 26 says, Bob and Jaren got 118 votes. Good job, Bob. Thanks, Bob. Interesting, Jaren. Your pal Al for $2 says, I want to see Ranty slap FTFE.
Okay. When should I do that? Should we meet up in Scotland later this year? Yeah.
Okay. Just for you, your pal Al, sometime over the next year, I'm going to film Ranty slapping me.
Yes.
100%. I'm not even joking. I'm going to go and see Ranty. We're going to film a video together, and he's going to slap me just for you.
Well, when I met you, you didn't let me slap you.
That's true. I did offer you haggis, and you got scared.
I was scared of the haggis. Yes, that's true.
Next time you come up, Mr. Sensible, you're eating haggis, okay?
Okay, and I'm slapping you.
Yeah, but no, that's it. I'm gonna meet up with Ranty at some point this year, and I'm gonna film him slapping me just for you. The Elming's €2, but Whipsit doesn't even cuss, bro.
But hold on. I need to intersect though, because just because somebody gave you a super chat and they said they want to see me doing something to you, that doesn't give them free rein to give more super chats suggesting I do other things to you either. I stop at slapping.
No, wait, I'm coming just for a slap. That doesn't sound like it's worth the drink. Mr. E-Man for $5 Australian says, can I buy more votes for Rachie 50s? She got quite a lot of genuine votes. In fact, her view count was one of the highest. Unfortunately, the amount of likes gave it.
It wasn't a bouncing video, was it?
No, I did have that at the side. The video I made was of her saying about a globe being different from either side with her bouncing at the side, but you know.
She did get the most views.
Yeah. Windbreaker for 100 Nokia says Putin should win top left. No, Putin should just fuck off because he's a disgusting human being that does not deserve to be in power of a massive country. That's what Putin should do. In fact, Putin, I challenge you to a fight. Don't worry about Elon doing it. I'm disabled and I'll still fight you. Come on, bring it on, Putin. In fact, you know what? Everyone on this panel challenges Putin to a fight, right?
Yes.
Not according to Mr. Thrive and Survive, who says that Putin is a white hat, destroying the what is it? But basically, he's taking apart the what do they call it? Not the New World Order, but that sort of thing. Apparently, Putin's a white hat. He's a good guy, according to Mr. Thrive and Survive.
Yes, he's a good guy, of course.
Nice one, Rich.
Yeah. Although I've got a bunch of other flat earthers telling me that the Ukraine war isn't even happening. I mean, yeah. So anyway, fuck you, Putin. Caucasian Sensation, who, this is wrong because he's been a member for many more months than 8, says, why did my membership counter reset? I don't know. Contact YouTube, maybe.
It looks like 8 to me. I saw it in the...
It's more than 8, though. I'm sure it's more than 8 as well. The Triggered Limey for £2 says, that Triggered Limey bloke covered him too. Please subscribe to the Triggered Limey. David George for $5 says, for all the knowledge you guys give us for free. Connell Silverfer for $5 says, I can use Star Wars to sum up why Sleeping Warrior is in the 3rd. Who's the more foolish? The fool or the fool who follows him? Obi-Wan Kenobi. Nerd. Nice. Then we've got Planner Walk for $5 New Zealand says, the real question is, who came in last place? Who was the real winner? You, Planner Walk, and I want you to come in and give a speech about being... Oh, you're actually waiting to come in, so I should have pressed the button. The Triggered Limey for £2 says, bloody brilliant, well done guys. Don't thank us, thank Flat Earthers for being stupid. Connell Silverfur for $2 to nominate PJCnet for Top Left 2023. The voting isn't yet open. We'll let you know when it is. Huge Arse just became a new member, thank you. And then Waikikamucow855 for $5 Australian says, FTFE, Ranty already slapped you in debate.
I'm getting a little cramped here, Craig. I'm like getting squished.
I did.
Welcome, Planner Walk.
It's something's weird.
I know him joining has broken it, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Planner Walk, how you doing, my friend?
Can't fix it. Can't be bothered to fix it.
You're both on screen. That's close enough. How you doing, buddy?
We can't hear him.
Can you hear us, Planner?
Yeah, I muted myself because I didn't have my headphones plugged in. So
well, that was silly.
But it wouldn't be a live stream unless we had some kind of technical issue throughout it.
Well, I would like to congratulate you for being the real winner in Top Left 2022 by coming in 31st place with 1,735 votes. Would you like to give a speech?
I didn't think that I'd get that. I thought there'd be like one person, one flat earther or someone who's just far more uninteresting than me that nobody really cares about that, would have gotten last place.
Yeah, I think you deserved it because we know you're not dumb. We know you're not stupid. We know you live in the land of hobbits.
To be fair, I did debunk the entirety of maths, so I'm not sure whether that's account for or against that. I did say that we should ban all chemicals. I did say that we should ban all radiation.
You did?
Definitely. Yeah.
So, Planner Walk, what do you think about the winner?
Deserving of it, but I am still disappointed that it wasn't Jason.
Hey, fifth, not bad. He was the first one to, get over the 10,000, I think. So, yeah. Yeah, so Mallory before him had 9,374, and then Jason broke the 5 digits with 11,102. So, that's not bad.
Yeah. Just goes to show that he is stupid.
Well, there we go, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for joining Planner Walk. Thank you for joining late to accept your last place. Well deserved loser of Top Left 2022 there. I guess that's right.
He's not been doxxed, has he?
What? No? Who? Why would he be doxxed?
Somebody's just put something in the chat. I was just wondering if he'd been doxxed.
Oh, Planner Walk? Everybody knows that he's Wolfie's son. It's already out there.
Oh yeah, we know he's Wolfie's. He's like Wolfie 4010.
3010.
3010, yeah.
Yes.
So, any thoughts on how Top Left 2022 went, Planner Walk? I know you've only just woke up, but
It seems to be fairly consistent. Although there is one person that I kind of wonder where he came.
Who?
That is Ken Wheeler.
Oh, Ken Wheeler, yeah, he was just below you.
Okay, I am happy that I didn't.
Wheeler.
Dude, there's only like 500 votes between it. You had 1735 and Ken Wheeler had 2257.
And to be fair, Planner Walk, I accidentally did not put your video live on the day that they all went live. I left it unlisted the entire time. It never went public. People could only vote for you by hitting the
so in reality, Planner Walk obviously won.
Probably, yeah.
So you mean that? Oh yeah, because cheating was legal, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why Flat Earthers tried to buy thousands of votes from me.
Wait, did they literally try and buy views for your video?
They did.
Yeah, literally.
They bought on mine. Yeah, and I'll put the screenshots of the stuff up on the website. But yeah, about 4,000 views they bought on mine, and about 5,500 on Craig's channel.
Yeah, they really tried. It was Mitchell. I know for a fact Mitchell because he didn't want to win. But you did, Mitchell. You won because you're dumb as fuck. Graham Price, member for 23 months, is also complaining about it being reset. Maybe it's showing that you guys it's reset, but it's not on my end, so it should be okay. But that is it for tonight, guys. I want to thank the panel personally. I want to say thank you, McToon, for being a fantastic partner to work with. There's not much I enjoy more in life than destroying Flerfs alongside you. So thank you for that joy you bring me.
Thank you.
Ranty, I am over the moon to know you. You are an awesome person, and I am ecstatic that you saw sense and have become one of the smartest and most sensible people that I know.
Thank you very much.
And Mr. Sensible, your head is bald and you like cheese.
I do. Thank you.
Guys, if you're not subscribed to Mr. Sensible, this is what Mr. Sensible did and destroyed the flat earth. He got this amazing image of the curve of the horizon with the curve of the atmosphere in it as well. If you're not subscribed to Mr. Sensible, please go and do that because he killed the flat earth. Any final thoughts, McToon?
If celestial navigation only works on flat Earth, how come flat earthers can't use celestial navigation? There's $10,000 waiting for them. I have a corollary challenge that I will be doing shortly. $100 only, because it will be possible. Use any celestial navigation technique. I'll be doing a video on that, so be looking for that. And it will be, I think, hotly contested because it'll be a race because it's totally possible. So...
Can't wait. Coming up on my channel in the next couple of days will be a new episode of Flerfs the Idiots featuring our favourite talking monkey, Daniel Pratt. There'll also be a collaboration with me and Simon Dan coming out in the next couple of weeks. Just waiting for a couple of clips from him. And obviously all the normal debates and awesomeness that you get on the channel. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the very first Top Left Awards, the 2022 Top Left Awards. Congratulations to Mitchell from Australia for being as dumb as you fucking are. We'll see you all next time. Quantum Eraser, take us out.
I'm an idiot.
I'm a stupid
Moron. With an ugly face and a big butt. And my butt
smells, and I'd like to kiss my own
butt.
I'm an idiot.
Bagaki.
That was awesome. I had so much fun.
Oh, that's
great stuff.
Oh, yeah, we know we're live. Don't worry in the chat, guys.
We got a hot mic.
Hey, wait till you find out what a dog iron is.
A what?
Well, cat iron, dog iron.
Oh my god, cat irons and dog irons. Gotta love it. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, you share the stream, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, cations and onions aren't things. And most importantly of all, guys, always, always remember that stupidity is not a right. Fight the flat earth.
Fight the